Okay.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Action. Hello, my name is Charles, and I'm currently doing my year 13s, and I have my friend here.
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm currently in year 13.
It's our final year. Expectation is crazy, negative sleep, but what's driving? So I'd like to ask, what's like your toughest subject that you've been so far?
Well, at the moment, it's math.
Why is that so?
It's because even though we're just building up on what you already know, there's a lot of new concepts and a lot of content to get in a short amount of time.
For me, I know that maths is really tough. It's challenging, but for me, I would like to go for computer science because they've now introduced programming. I just realized that the stuff that you see in movies is way more complex than it actually seems. So it's kind of tough, but I'm just trying to having more practice, program some more, get more comfortable with writing in specific programming languages, and probably I'll get there.
From what I understand, time management can be quite difficult. So,
True.
About for how many hours do you study per day?
Okay, so in a day, I usually get home at around 4. Of course, I have to wash clothes, take a shower. So by the time I'm done doing all those things, around 6. So from 6 till around 8, I do my homeworks and a bit of studying, take some dinner at 8. And then from around 9, I take a nap because it's been a long day, all those subjects. And then from then, take a nap till around 10. Now from 10 till to around 2, I'll be now studying. So if you add from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, plus the extra 2, about 6 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Yes. What about you?
Well, I typically study for 2 hours after school. I do take a break. Before I get tired is when I do my stuff after I study, like washing clothes. I do that after I'm done studying. And then I make sure I have dinner and then read for another 2 hours. Then I'm a morning person, so I just sleep like the normal time. By 11 I'm asleep, but I wake up at around 4 or 5 to study again.
Nice plan. Okay. So during your study sessions, do you like, being a loner, or, you like someone next to you helping you up with understanding?
And normally I'm really friendly with everyone. So when I'm around people, it's easy to get distracted. So it's much better when I'm alone, I can focus well.
I kind of agree with that too. Because when you're alone, you can just focus and you can just put everything in and just absorb all the information. I agree. I remember you saying that you hate studying in groups because you always get, distracted. So where do you go and find your secret place so you go and study?
Well, to avoid the groups I talked about, I study in my room. Because first, I'm familiar with it and I get stuff better when I'm in a familiar space. And also, I have no one talking to me or making jokes or making me laugh and making me not focus on what I'm doing. And also, you mentioned about how you study. So do you use the same study routine during exams, or you have a special schedule you do?
Okay, normally what I do is that whenever I receive the exam timetable, I check it and I try and restructure my study plan so that it follows up with the new study timetable. Like the ones which are coming sooner, I find out that I prepare for them more so that when the time that the exam comes, I've already gathered everything up, and then during the rolling out of the exams, I study the other ones. Yeah, that's how I do. What about you?
During exams, I focus during my normal studying, I focus on what I find difficult, but when exam comes around, I now put my focus on which is the closest to exam, and I study from the closest to the last exam. With the amount of content we have to cover, how often do you find yourself reviewing the class notes?
Okay, so I have a lot of free periods in school. So what I normally do is that during those free periods, I try and reread what we've been taught in class in the previous sessions. And then, of course, they're not enough to cover all the 4 subjects that we do. So I try every time that I go home, those first 2 hours that I say I'm studying after school from 6 till 8, I try and review every single thing that we've been taught the whole day so that I make sure that there's no lapses in my memory. And then, since we're on the topic of studying, which study technique do you find better, or which studying technique do you find more comfortable? Mind mapping, or are you more of a flashcard girl, or what do you find more?
Okay, I use both flashcards and practice questions, but I feel like the most effective one is practice questions because they familiarize me with the exam and help me just have a feel of how the paper will be.
Yeah.
Mostly flashcards is what I just use for memory because there are some things that genuinely just need you to remember what it says, not really deeply understand it.
So do you do more of like active recall, or do you rely more on rereading until it's taken to your head?
Okay, when it's a new topic, at first I do rely on rereading as I try to understand the content, but once I've understood the content, I use active recall to test my understanding on what I know.
Okay. So the exams are coming up soon, and I'm assuming that you've already finished your syllabus, right? So I'm sure now you've started past paper questions. How do you find them, or how do you tackle them? How do you approach them?
Okay, when I first start past paper questions, my main goal is to test my understanding and see if I've understood the content. As time passes and we move closer to the exam, I now put myself in an exam setting and start timing how long I take to do the papers.
I get you. So have you started, or you not just started?
Well, I have started to go through past papers. At the moment, they're still difficult.
But you're getting there, right?
Yeah. Also, during exams, speaking of exams, it's easy to panic because of the pressure and there's a lot. So what do you normally do to help you stay calm?
Okay. So for me, specifically me, I take most of my confidence from the understanding that I've read to my full capacity, and I have confidence in what I've done. So what I normally do is that I make sure that before an exam comes, I have done everything that is possible in my mind to get myself as ready as possible for the paper. Another thing is never reading an exam before the exam. You'll just, stress yourself with all the things that you don't know that you just read 2 seconds ago, and you actually forget the stuff that you do know. So those are the two things that I do. I take pride and understand that, my guy, you've done every single thing possible for you to actually get to this point. So just calm yourself down, make yourself know that this is everything that we've worked for. Just calm down, take it with ease. And then also, just don't read too much. Don't listen to a lot of people talking. Before the exam, just make yourself isolated, because this person is saying, oh, have you read this? Have you read that? That's kind of distracts you. So I just try my best just to be in my own space and just calm down and just understand that I've done everything in my mind to get myself to this point. The end.
Bye, till next time.